Pick up their second half of the season. They start with the homestand against the Waterloo Bucks, hoping to win their first game since July 2nd. And it's been a slow go for the Northwoods League runner-ups, 17-23 through 40 games. Looking for a spark here in the third with two runners on. Dax Hardcastle gets the infield RBI single as Jack Hafferkamp comes around and scores. And next inning, Jack Ryan with the double. We had some aggressive base running here. Andrew Ermis tries to score all the way from first, but the picture-perfect throw guns down the runner. But fortunately, the next batter gets the job done. Anthony Cepeda hits a single into center to score Ryan from third. He puts the Huskies up by 2, but they'd be unable to keep the lead, and they lose this game 3-2, marking their 5th loss in a row.